All right, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to the VSpeed Contender Series. Brought to you by NEPA Towing, FRT Motorsports, as always, powered by Nitro. The day brings us to beautiful Austin, Texas, for Circuits of America. A little bit of right and left action tonight. See how these boys and lady can get around these multiple curves. Now tonight is going to see us on the Grand Prix track. They chose not to run the NASCAR course that they did this year, the short course. So they are running the long edition of the track tonight. We have, as you can see from the photo here, pretty good sized track there. Lots of corners. It's definitely going to be some off track spin arounds. Multiple cars involved, probably on that first corner. But hopefully after we get the first lap out of the way, we can get people spread out a little bit and have us a pretty good race. Now, I don't know if everybody was here last week. We had a pretty exciting race. Our series points leader, Mr. Bailey Dutton, would walk away with another win. Nick Hulslander would come in second and Chad McGinley in third. John McMillan fourth, Hunter Kent in fifth, Logan Kais in sixth, Adam Matz in seventh, Jim Johnson in 8th, Todd Cray in 9th, and Jeremy Paris would round out the top 10 for Auto Club. Now, as it stands right now, the series points, we have Adam Matz, newcomer. Adam Matz is in the points lead over newcomer Jerry Cochran. Two more of the Team Conti boys up there up front. Ryan Lang's in third. Last year's champion Bailey Dutton's in fourth. Todd Cray's in fifth. John McMillan's in sixth. Logan Kais is in seventh. Hunter Kent's in eighth. Jeremy Parrish is in ninth. And Nick Hulslander is in 10th. Now this week, I guess apparently there were some bad boys last week. We're going to have several penalties to be issued tonight. Definitely kind of caught me off guard, but I guess apparently this has been something that's been talked about for a little while, and Sam, the race control, finally kind of put his foot down and kind of show these guys that he means business. And so as of tonight, we have several penalties. It looks like Steve Jennings, Jason Holsworth, or Steve Jennings is going to get a stop and go with a 15-second hold. Jason Holsworth is going to get a drive-through. Jordan Martin's going to get a drive-through. Ron Thompson, previous champion, is going to get a drive-through. Timmy Longwood's going to get a drive-through. My man Jimmy Babb's going to get a drive-through. Anthony Promoter must have been a really bad boy, because he's going to get an EOL at the beginning of the race and a drive-through. And from what I gather, he has been put on probation for the next 4 events. So these guys are not playing out here tonight. We have Chad McGinley that's going to get a stop and go with a 15-second hold. John McMillan's going to get a drive-through. Tim Marlowe, let's see, is going to get an EOL. And Doug Chappelle's going to get a stop and go with a 15-second hold. And Nick Hulslander's going to get a stop and go with a 15-second hold. From what I can see, majority of this is coming from pit road penalties. Just like in real life, they have pit road penalties. They have, when they come down pit road during a caution, they have to stay to the right of the pit lane, and they cannot dip into the left until they're 5 boxes away, and they can't enter their pits until they're within 3 boxes, just like in real life. So that kind of gives us a heads up of everything that's gone on last week, our current point standings. And let's head on over to the track and see if we can get some information on who's actually fast tonight. Alright, so looking at the board, it looks like Hunter Kent right now is fastest on the track. Matt's in second, Dustin Gaughan in third, Logan Kaz in fourth, and Bailey Dutton in fifth. As it stands right now, we're riding with Justin Gaughan. Now, I am not sure where my booth mate is at. He did not tell me he was not going to be here tonight. So, it may just be me tonight. So, I hope I can keep you guys entertained here. So, while we're waiting for qualifying to kick off, let's go ahead and give out love to our sponsors. Joe Zader and NEPA Towing. Alright, let's see if we can ride along with Hunter Kent here. Seems to be the guy with the fast times at the moment. Let's see if we can pick out what he's doing that not many people else is doing here. Gets through the S is pretty good there. Nice and smooth. Not spinning the rear tires. Getting right through those corners. Right up in front of him there, Mr. Russ Bovair. So, Circuits of America came about not too long ago. It's not really and truly that old of the track. They broke ground December 31st of 2010. So not that long ago. And opened up on October 21st of 2012. They currently run Formula One, Grand Prix motorcycle races, FIA World Endurance Championships, of course NASCAR, Xfinity, GT World Challenge America, Trans Am Series, and Moto America races at this track. And of course, Austin's known for its food and its music. It's a beautiful town. NASCAR didn't go there until May 23rd, 2021. That was for the Cup race. It's like Jeremy Pariston picked it up there and running up there with Hunter. Jeremy just blowed it up. Blowed it right on up. So now a series champion, or a series point leader, Adam Matz, is right up there with those guys as well. Right there in front of him is Bailey Dutton. I swear, every time I look at iRacing, every time they make updates and all kind of stuff like that, I can't help but just wonder how realistic it looks at times. I have friends I'll show this to once in a while. They're like, "Oh my God, is that on TV?" So, definitely pretty cool to be part of something like this, that's for sure. Shouldn't be too much longer, about 2 more laps. They'll get qualifying started here shortly. So before that gets started, let's go ahead and give out some more love to our sponsors, Mr. Andre Greer and FRT Motorsports. There you have it. Thank you, Mr. Greer. As always, we appreciate your support. All right. Should be too much longer now. Adams coming into the pits there. Definitely getting ready to get ready for qualifying. Go back, talk to his crew. Make sure there's no little fine-tune adjustments that they need to make before they try to roll out and grab the pole. There it is. Red flag is out. All right, let's see who is going to hit the track first. It's like the 16 truck. 16 truck of Rachel Hunt. That'll be the first truck on the track. Her and her pretty purple truck. It's like everybody else is kind of getting out on the track now. That half the field's out. I'm pretty impressed we're going to have a 30 truck field tonight, so that's pretty good. Some people try to shy away from the road race stuff. A lot of these guys don't do too much left and right, but definitely looks like everybody's in it to win it tonight. That's going to be a show. Right, Rachel starting on her first lap here. Or getting ready to start on her first lap, I should say. It's a 3.36 mile course. Got some pretty sharp corners in it, so it does take a little bit to get around here. Right, up to the start-finish line to start her first lap. Little bit of brake lock up on the front there. Up the hill. Now up the top of the hill here is where we're probably going to see problems if we see it on the first lap. That first corner is very inviting, but it's very sharp. You can put 10 cars across there, I believe. Nice and smooth down through the corner. Through the S's. Nice and smooth. Back up the hill. Down to another sharp corner. Now this is the part of the track they didn't run in NASCAR this past weekend. Got a little sideways now. I think we've seen Bubba Wallace doing that a little bit this weekend as well too. Trying to get through those, get it slowed down for those corners there. tricky corner. All right, another couple corners and we'll see where that puts Rachel here. Final corner coming to the flag. All right. Right now, Jerry Cochran is going to be, Jeremy Paris is going to be here, so it takes a little over 2 minutes, a quarter minutes to get around this place. Right now, Jeremy Paris on the top there. Adam Matt's right behind him. See here, Hunter's coming across for his first lap here. Where's that gonna put Hunter? Oh, Hunter's just taking the green flag for his first lap. Let's ride with Hunter and see how it looks here, taking a lap around this place. The S's, nice and smooth. Alright. And the long part, the Grand Prix part here. Good wide arc into the corner. Good run off the corner. Didn't slide the tires, didn't spin. Get a lot of speed coming down the straightaway here to another sharp corner. Good corner there. Didn't lose control of the rear. Another good corner. As you can see, it's a really technical track. Through the corner, good. All right. Let's see what he comes back across at now. Hunter's first lap. And he is going to go to the top with a 2:14. Good run, Hunter. Right. Mr. Russ. They still have several trucks out on the track. I'm not sure everybody's going to qualify. It doesn't look like it. Now here's another one we'll have to watch here. Ryan Lang. Ryan Lang's a road racer too. He's a every type of racer. He don't matter to him. Straight, corners, dirt, does it all. It's definitely going to be another one to watch tonight. Very smooth on the track. I had the privilege to run Sebring with him. All right, and that looks like it is it. So it looks like it is going to be Hunter Kent on the pole tonight. Good run, Hunter. And then on the outside will be Adam Matz. Just like always, they'll have a quick driver's meeting and then have a lap or two of warm-up, and then we'll get ready to go green. While we are waiting, I'll take a little quick pause and I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Alright, see. I already see what kind of night it might be already. If we got people just spinning around on the warm up here, so hoping that doesn't carry on over into the race. Although Brian gets out front, he may hope it does. Yeah, I think we're going to see a little bit of that tonight. I think once the race gets going, I think it's going to be the first few laps that's going to be the interesting part. I think after they get the first few laps in and everybody gets a rhythm down, I think we're going to have a pretty decent race. Now remember, on road courses, we don't have cautions. They don't run stages here, so starting position's kind of important here. I think some people are betting on the fact that their driving is better than others, and they don't want to be up in the middle of it, so I think that's why they did not qualify, or they know they're not the best and wanted to be at the back, so they didn't get in people's way. So one of the two, and it will pan out. It's a red flag in the air. It is. So we are going to get lined up, ready to go green in Austin, Texas. All right. I'd like to go up in that tower. That tower looks kind of cool. I learned that this weekend. It's the tallest tower in any racetrack in the world. 200 and some feet up in the air. So it's got a see-through floor. Thought that was kind of neat. Really sure what it's for, but I guess it was somebody's great idea. All right. Chevrolet Pace Truck getting everybody gridded up here. Said there's no cautions tonight. So definitely takes out mileage and all of the crazy stuff that you see sometimes on the oval. So I don't know if something happens and something gets crazy, if it's a situation enough that Sam may throw a caution, but I don't think so. All right, there you go. Tonight on the pole, Mr. Hunter Kent. Outside pole is Adam Matz. Next row we have Justin Gaughan and Jeremy Paris. Next row we have Jordan Martin and Logan Keyes. Next row we have Jerry Cochran and Doc Stout. Doc's good in his own right on these road courses. He likes them road courses. Next row we're going to have Ryan Lang and Russ Bover. Next row is Jim Johnson and Richard Malagani. Next row is John Lucido and Todd Cray. Next row is Rachel Hunt and Anthony Promoda. Next row is Jace Holworth and Brinson Hunt. Next row is John McMillan and Tyler Bentley. Next row is Timmy Longwood and Kevin Martin. Next row is Joe Zader and Ron Thompson. Next row is Tim Marlowe, Jimmy Babb, John DiMatteo, and Steve Jennings, Harry Snelson, Doug Chappelle, and Bailey Dutton. All right. Hunter's going to bring him to the green flag here. And let's just hope that we do not have any crazy stuff going on in turn one.
Green flag, green flag.
All right, and there you have it. Got Hunter off to a good start here. Like so far, so good into the corner. Looks like everybody's going to make it through. And Hunter gets a good little run out here. And just like that, pretty much everybody's going to get single file. Down onto the Grand Prix part of the track. That long straight. Getting ready to go into that sharp corner with that long straightaway at the end. That's gonna, in close racing, that's gonna be another one of those problem childs. Going into that corner before they hit the S's. Oh, and Hunter Kent locks up the front wheel and allows Adam Matz to take over that first spot. Probably made that tire a little angry there. It's going to take him a little while to recover from that. Meanwhile, that lets Adam get out a couple truck links on him there. But you don't necessarily have to feel the heat. Going into the last set of corners. All right. Looks like Adam Matz is going to lead your first lap at Oda. So now, you remember at the beginning of the show, I had talked about all of those people with penalties. You're going to start to see those guys pull off, serve those penalties. Jeremy Perez still up there in third. Logan Kaz in fourth here. They've kind of done separated themselves a little bit from the rest of the pack. Jordan Martin back here in fifth. Back a little ways. We got Ryan Lang back here in sixth. Actually, I think Ryan Lang's actually in fifth now. Fourth, fifth. Just took over the fifth spot. Jordan's back a little bit. Scoring's a little wonky on this road race course here. Of course, you got Justin Gaughan running right there with Ryan. And then my man making the old guys look good, Doc Stout. Look at Doc up here in the top 10. Show out for the old men, Doc. Make us look good, buddy. Proud of you. And right there with him, we got Jerry Cochran. And right behind them, we got Jim Johnson. Like John Lacido right behind them. Russ. Brinson Hunt. It's going to be right behind them in 12th. Chamalagani behind them. Todd Cray right behind them. Looks like Joe Zeta right there giving him a run for his money. Get him, Joe. Joe, of course, one of our title sponsors, NEPA Towing. It's Rachel Hunt right behind them. And John DiMatteo. Now we get back here to Jordan. So I don't know if Jordan had a... I think Jordan was one of the people that had the penalty. I think he had a drive-through he had to serve. Got Perry Snelson back here. Anthony Promoto, which had a penalty. Got Kevin Martin back here. Tim Marlowe back here. I know Tim had a penalty. A lot of these guys are just they're just behind because they had that penalty. Got John McMillan up here, 75 truck. Still thought that was Parker Kligerman for a minute. Got Ron Thompson back here, right behind them. Got Jason Holsworth behind them. Jason was another one with a penalty. Ron was another one with a penalty. Timmy Longwell looked like either he didn't start or he got out. Same way with Doug Chappelle. Doug Chappelle's still in the pits. Oh, there he goes. Doug's rolling out now. Got 44, Jimmy Babb. Jimmy got another new paint this week. Every time I turn around, that man got new paint. He's digging deep. Meanwhile, back up front, we still have Adam Mantz with Hunter Kent right on his tail. Tonight's race is 26 laps. I'm sorry, 29 laps. And we have only finished 4. Like there's 2 up front are damn near perfect every lap. I bet you Hunter wished he didn't lock that wheel up that first go round. I don't even think I've seen anybody go off track yet, so definitely a good start to the race. This is definitely a whole lot more fun when there's 2 of us up here. That's just something I'm gonna have to work on and see if I can find me a either some guests to show up or somebody that's gonna be here every week. Anybody out there want to be a broadcaster? Shoot me a message and let me know. I'll invite you on the show. I probably ought to ask Mr. Greer if he'll come on and join us one night. Mr. Greer, you're out there. You show up for a race one night with me, buddy, to talk to me? All right. Back down onto the Grand Prix part of the course here. Not really sure why Doc chose to run the long course instead of the short course this week. I didn't ask him. I guess I need to ask him that later. But it's still those first 4. Same ones. Got Adam Mantz, Hunter Kent, Jeremy Paris, Logan Kais, and Justin Gaughan. Top 5. Hunter's definitely putting the pressure on him, that's for sure. Hunter trying to get a little air on that nose. Maybe push it a little bit. Go back here to where Prince and Hunt's at. So we got Tyler Bentley, Prince and Hunt, and Russ Bovair in this little group right here. Of course, Brinson won his first race back here a couple weeks ago. Bad time. And then, of course, Russ. Just quietly hangs around, and then all of a sudden he's there at the end. And Mr. Doc. Doc is my hero, man. Making this stuff look easy. And got Jerry Cochran and Justin Gone here, right behind the leaders. Of course, Ryan Lang right there with him as well. It's 5th, 6th, and 7th. We got Don Lucido back here, and Richard Malagani. That's 11th and 12th. Now, Jordan Martin is kind of coming through the field like a wild man. And Jordan's another one of those road racers. That boy can wheel a damn car. So, definitely see him getting back up through the pack. And even though he had that drive-through penalty, I bet he's still going to be in the top 10, no problem whatsoever. Although he still may be tired. He's a new daddy. And I know that baby probably ain't sleeping, so hopefully he's getting some sleep. Maybe cute as a button. Of course, right there with Todd Craig. Looks like he's going to try to set Todd Craig. Oh, Todd moves over and let him go. Gentleman racer there. He's fast. Oh, looks like Richard's got the first spin out that I seen tonight. Richard. Spun out in that corner there, that last corner before the start finish line. I'm sorry, the first corner. Check on past series champion Anthony Promoter. See how he's doing here. Anthony's in our 16th spot currently. Behind him's John McMillan. Back up front, we still have Adam Matz. Hunter's just not been able to close that gap and make that move. He is probably wishing that he never locked that tire up. Like Hunter's trying everything he can to make up ground, and he just can't seem to do it. Trying to outbrake him into the corner there. Like he made up a little bit of time, but like as soon as they get back onto the straightaway there, Adam is able to pull away a little bit. All right, since we seem to be... Oh, looks like Adam Max gets sideways coming out of the corner. Allows Hunter Kent to get right back around him. Just the break that Hunter needed to get back in front. Seen it live. Good recovery by Adam, though. He still was able to retain second spot there. All right, and then Hunter almost gives it right back. Almost locks it up in that one sharp corner at the end of the Grand Prix course there. Down through the S's. It's like Adam's able to pull right back up. Whatever lead that Hunter did gain there, he gave it all right back. Looks like Jeremy Pierce is going to dive it in. Just couldn't make it stick. So we'll stick with these guys for a little bit here, see how this plays out. You got Logan Kaz back there just kind of hunting, waiting for these guys to run into each other and allow him to go ahead and get up front there. All right, so looks like these guys are going to calm down a little bit. Go out and give a little more love to those sponsors. Go side by side with NEPA Towing and Recovery. Still Hunter Kent out front. Adam Matson second and Jeremy Pierce in third. Logan Kaz in fourth. Now they've got a pretty significant lead over 5th and 6th, which is Justin Gahn and Jerry Cochran. Those two just kind of been nose to tail here for the last few laps. Teammates. Tyler Bentley and Ryan Lang. Now, it looks like Ryan kind of fading a little bit now. I'm not sure if he kind of abused his tires a little bit or what, but it looks like Tyler Bentley was able to get around him for 7th. Of course, Tyler's one of our past champions. He's sporting the Premier Racing setup colors. It looks like that's 7th and 8th. Tyler and Ryan. Got Brinson Hunt back here in 9th, kind of running by himself. The boss man, Russ Beauvert, down and out to top 10. Still back up front. Hunter Kent. Now, it looks like Hunter's able to go ahead and start stretching things out a little bit now. It's like Adam's kind of fading a little bit here. Oh, I take that back. Looks like Jeremy Paris was able to actually get around Adam while we were looking at the other trucks and move up into that 2nd spot. Still have Logan Kaz back there just kind of hanging around. Not too far back. It's only 4 seconds back. Doesn't take but one bad corner to make that up. If he's driving a Chevrolet, he might have a better chance. But still, pretty significant little lead over 5th place Justin Gahn. Justin and Jerry, they're about 16 seconds back, 15 seconds back. Back here and check on Jordan. He was coming up there through there like a wild man for a bit. Now he's up to 11th. Now he started 5th. Got the drive-through penalty, which is pretty significant time there on the track. He has now made up a bunch of spots and is up to 11th. He's only 30, just a little over 30 seconds behind. I'm not sure if he can make it to the front. He is definitely could potentially make it into the top 5. Still, everybody seems to be running good. No excessive craziness on the track here. Nobody crashing. All right. Some exciting news. Mr. Greer has agreed to come on the broadcast with us. So we're going to have to get that set up. We're going to have to get Jimmy Babb over there to get him all set up so he can jump on here and chat a little bit about racing with us one night. I appreciate that, Mr. Greer. Speaking of Jimmy Babb, let's check on Jimmy Babb. Where's Jimmy at? There he is. Jimmy back at 24th here. It's like he's a lap down. I think he was one of those people that had a penalty too. Jimmy's old school. I don't know how much of a road racer he is. He can go left, but I'm not sure about right too much. He's still not doing too bad. All the fenders are on that truck nice and pretty, no scratches, so that's a good thing. All right, let's see if we can check on some of our past champions. So let's try Mr. Ron Thompson. He's in the pits. Not sure what's wrong with Ron there. We got Mr. Tyler Bentley. Now, Tyler's not doing too bad for a past champion. He's in 7th spot here. We got Mr. Anthony Promoter. He's in 14th. Our past champion. And then we got Bailey Dutton. Bailey's not even on the service, so I don't know what happened with Bailey. I don't know if he had issues. I know he was on earlier. I don't know if he's 13 laps down, so I don't know if he had connection issues or what. Oh, that's bad for our past champion, but I guess this could be his drop week, so. And that's all the past champions that I see currently. Back up front, Mr. Hunter Kent. Still being chased by his teammate, Jeremy Paris and Adam Matz. Since there's no cautions in the race, I'm not going to pull any of these drivers up into the booth to talk to them. This is kind of a demanding track, and I don't want to distract anybody here. But next week we'll get back to getting some of those in-race interviews for everybody. While we're in a little bit of a lull, speaking to Mr. Greer, let's throw him a little bit more love. There you have it. FRT Motorsports, friends racing together. All right, looks like you're going to see Adam peel off here for a pit stop. Let's see if we can jump in there and cover that pit stop real quick. Comes down on the right side of pit road under green. See that line there? They got to stay on that side, and that's what happened to a couple of those guys that got those penalties. And then you can't enter that pit stall until you get within 3 boxes. So everybody gets in a hurry. Seeing as it's not in real life and you're not bending up any sheet metal, it's real simple to go back down through those pit stalls. So just like that, Adam Matz is away. And we're about at halfway at this point. So I would say that maybe this lap or next lap, Hunter will probably go ahead and make his pit stop. I know Hunter's been trying to get up in here in the booth to be able to talk to me. Me and Hunter's raced around each other for a long time. He was on my first team, so I'm hoping I'll get to interview him tonight. That'll be special. Gentleman Jimmy getting out of the way for those guys, letting them go on by. Now for the hunters in the group, Hunter, his dad and him, they have a hunting service. And there he goes, peels off, peels on the pit road. So there you go, your 2 leaders coming down pit road to go ahead and make their stop. But Hunter's got a pretty successful YouTube channel, does a lot of stuff about hunting. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go check him out. It's like clean entries for both of those guys. Stayed on the right side of the line. Entered the pits like they were supposed to. There you go. Looks like Jeremy's going to beat him off pit road. Uh-oh. A little slow pit stop for the leader there. And come right out in front of Adam Matz. So their strategy worked. Put them right back out in front of him. And they were able to go ahead and retain that lead. But we do have a new leader, Mr. Jeremy Paris. Now let's see what Jeremy can do here. Scoring should work itself out here once these guys get back around to the start-finish line. Had multiple people come in and make their pit stops. A bunch of different things going on. So hopefully once they cross the line here, it should work everything out for scoring. Logan Kaz is going to be the leader currently. Logan has not stopped yet. And it looks like so. Logan and Justin Gaughan and Jerry Cochran, they were second and third, but they just pitted. Brenson Hunt just pitted. So that leaves Ryan Lang. That should move Ryan Lang up into second. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, so he's right now. Logan's losing about 4 seconds a lap. Those guys coming out on new tires are running 2:14s, and Logan's last lap was a 2:18. So he is definitely losing some time. So I would be safe to say that he's probably going to come in this lap. I don't think he's going to have a choice. He's done already lost way too much time to not pit here shortly. And once he pits, that should hand the lead over back over to Jeremy Paris. Should expect him to peel off now, and that's what he does. Peels right on off into pit road. Cover that. Gets it down to pit road speed. Stays on the right side there. Perfect entry in the pit stop. All right, that hands the lead back over to Jeremy Paris. Hunter Kent close behind, and Adam Matz. Those three have been the class of the field so far tonight, and they are starting to extend that lead. Looking at about 12 to go at this point. It's like Hunter trying to give it kind of all she's got there. Getting her a little sideways coming out of the corner. See Adam Matz back there, kind of fading a little bit from these two guys up front. Now, granted, they have one lap fresher tires than he does, but these guys did any adjustments or anything. Whatever they did definitely helped out, especially for Jeremy. He is starting to put a little bit of distance between him and Hunter. All right, let's make a run down through the field. So we have Jeremy Paris up front in the lead. Got Hunter Kent in second. Got Adam Matz in third. Got Logan Kais in fourth. take that back. We have Ryan Lang in 4th. Logan Kai's in 5th. Tyler Bentley in 6th. Justin Gaughan in 7th. Barry Cochran in 8th. These two have been going right there, 7th and 8th for the entire race. Got Jordan Martin in 9th. Told you he'd get to the top 10. Got Brinson Hunt in 10th. Anthony Promoter was in 11th, but he come into the pits. Russ Bovair in 12th. Todd Cray in 13th. John Lacido in 14th. 13th, 14th. John McMillan in 15th. Richard Malagani in 16th. Mr. Doc South in 17th. Harry Snelson in 18th. It's like he got a little bit of a scuffle there. And that allowed John DiMatteo to get around him. And Kevin Martin to get around him. Got Miss Rachel Hunt, 21st. Jason Holsworth in 22nd. Series sponsor Mr. Joe Zader in 23rd. That looks like Doug Chappelle's on pit road. He was in 24th. We got Mr. Steve Jennings here. 25th. Jimmy Babb in 26th. And Ron Thompson, Tim Marlowe, Timmy Longwood, and Jim Johnson have all retired from the race. 10 to go, 10 to go. Still up front, Mr. Jeremy Paris working on extending that lead. He's almost got a 2-second lead on second place Hunter Kent and a 4-second lead on third place Adam Matz. Jeremy's making it look easy here. Let's take a lap with him. Down through the S's here. No sliding, just nice and smooth. As you can see, very technical track, very technical track. Then you get these crazy corners with the wide opening. but a sharp corner. Very unforgiving. That's down on the Grand Prix part of the track. Joe Zader gets out of the way. The gentleman driver. All right. Last set of corners. There you have it. That's a lap with our leader, Jeremy Paris. He continues to extend that lead over Hunter Kent, over 2 seconds now. Looking at 8 to go currently. Currently still have 16 trucks on the lead lap. Let's check in on Logan Kaz and see how far he's still got 4th place kind of locked in here. He was able to make his pit stop and still be able to stay up in that top 5 there. That's the good thing about having that lead that they had. And Tyler Bentley's still right behind him. And then, of course, these two, Justin Gaughan and Jerry Cochran, they've been going at it for a while, but it looks like Justin's been able to put a little distance between Jerry now. That's the 6th spot. And of course, Jerry's in the 7th spot back there. Still back up front. Jeremy Paris is just killing it. He's already got over a 4-second lead on Hunter. I think this was definitely a road race ringer that nobody expected. There's a lot of good road racers in this field tonight. Coming to the line, it'll be 6 to go. Still Jeremy Paris out front, setting a blistering pace. All right, so with 6 to go, we have Jeremy Paris out front, Hunter Kent in second, Adam Matson third, Logan Kaz in fourth, Tyler Bentley in fifth, Justin Gaughan in sixth, Jerry Cochran in seventh, Jordan Martin in eighth, Ryan Lang in ninth, and Brinson Hunt round out the top 10. This is the part that gets a little boring. When you don't have somebody else to talk to. I got to figure out what happened to Cody. And then, of course, my dog wants to play while I'm talking, so. And Jeremy is just setting a crazy blistering pace. I can't even remember the last time somebody won with this kind of a lead. I mean, I don't think anybody's ever won with this kind of a lead since I've been broadcasting anyway. And he was pretty fast at the end of the first run as well, so he's definitely not going to be slowing down any, as long as he don't make a mistake. This is definitely going to be all Jeremy Paris with 5 to go. Still out front is Jeremy Paris, Hunter Kent, Adam Matz. And he hits those spots, same spots, every time. Of course, Hunter back here is trying everything he can to try to catch up. But Hunter's back now 9 seconds. And then Adams right behind them. A little over 10 seconds. Now Logan's back a ways. Logan's back 28 seconds. A little bit further back, like 30 seconds, is Tyler Bentley. Justin Gaughan's back about 34 seconds. Jerry's back about 34 seconds. Jordan Martin. This man has made up all kind of spots. He's only 40 seconds behind. One time he was over a minute behind, so he's definitely running right up there with the leaders on a consistent basis. As you can see, sneaking into the picture there is Ryan Lang. Here shortly, he's probably going to be battling for position with him. They're back 45 and 50 seconds. 50 and 52 seconds now. And to round out the top 10 is Brinson Hunt. Brinson back out, back a little over a minute. Still out front is Mr. Jeremy Paris. With 4 to go, about 3.5 to go at this point. Still putting on a school, these trucks. I guess the one good thing about these races is we could definitely get our sponsors some exposure. So let's shout out some more love to the sponsors one more time before the race is over. Joe Zader and NEPA Towing. Definitely appreciate his support this year, or this season I should say, stepping up to be the title sponsor. Meanwhile, back out front is still Mr. Jeremy Paris. About a little over a 6-second lead over second place Hunter Kent. Almost an 8-second lead over third place Adam Matz. 3 to go. It's like Jeremy's pretty much got this in the bag if he doesn't make any mistakes. At this point, going down that straightaway, a good almost 12-second lead going into that corner. God, Jeremy's going to win by one of the largest margins that we've seen in a long time. I hope I just didn't jinx him saying that. Didn't get a little sideways out of the corner there. Was able to gather it back up and able to continue on here. Now it looks like the battle for second, third's getting ready to heat up here shortly. Looks like Adam may be catching Hunter a little bit here. That may be a battle when we get down here towards the end. Them tires are starting to show a little wear. Like Hunter Kent getting a little sideways coming out of the corners there, leaning on that right rear. Back here to Logan. Logan almost 30 seconds back. He's kind of running by himself here. Like he's able to put a little bit of difference between him and Tyler Bentley since the last time we checked in on him. He got about 4 seconds over Tyler there. About another 7 seconds back to Justin. Still up front, the man of the hour, Mr. Jeremy Paris. He must have been taking that Bobby Zielinski school of road racing. Michael DeYoung, one of the two. Here, 2 to go. Getting ready to come back for the white flag. Last set of corners here. All he's got to do is hold it together for one more lap. Right, and it is. The white flag is in the air. So now the second spot starting to heat up a little bit. Adam's starting to put a little pressure on Hunter Kent here. Let's see if Adam's going to be able to capitalize and make that time back up. Like Hunter's able to keep a little bit of distance between him and Adam there. Still able to keep a couple truck distance, couple truck lengths there. Lap car gets out of the way. Definitely helps Hunter Kent there. And on to that back straightaway. Jeremy Paris can smell that first victory at this point. Just another couple corners and he is home free. Adam's trying everything he can to try to pressure Hunter into making a mistake. Hunter staying strong, keeping that distance. All right, and here we go. Jeremy's entering those last set of corners. Last corner for Jeremy Paris. And here we go. Jeremy Paris is going to win Circuit of Americas. Good job, Jeremy. Hunter Kent is going to be able to hold off Adam Matz for second. And Adam Matz will come in third. Great race, fellas. Great race. Great race. All right, give me just a couple minutes to get these guys loaded up for the booth here. We'll let Jeremy do his burnout and celebrate with his team real quick, which Hunter's his team. All right, so let's pull up third place Adam Matz first. Mr. Adam Mass, how you doing, sir? Jim Walden up in the booth.
Hi, I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing pretty good, man. Well, thought you were gonna definitely have something to roll with up front there. At first, you once Hunter made that first mistake, you were able to capitalize on it and get up front for a while. But then it looks like you gave it right back to him.
Yeah, I had fun. I got really loose underneath the tower. I don't really know why. That was a little bit strange, and honestly, I don't know how I saved that because I thought I was going to wreck. But yeah, this truck's just a little bit unpredictable. And yeah, even after he got back by me, he messed up a couple times. So it's like we're all having trouble.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was a little difficult to get there. But once you guys got in a rhythm, and looks like you guys were definitely able to keep it going pretty well there. It's actually a pretty decent race. I was actually kind of surprised. I thought we were going to have a few more accidents than we did, but everybody made it through the first corner. I couldn't believe it.
Right? Yeah.
Well, it's your
Yeah,
first.
I was a little worried about that.
Yeah. So it's your first time in the booth, isn't it? This is your first season here. So yeah. Have you?
Yeah, yep.
Oh, awesome. Good job, man. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I'll shout out to my teammates, Jerry, Justin, and John. They helped me out a lot as far as practice and everything, so that's been a huge help. That's Third Wave Motorsports, so appreciate all their help and everything. And then, yeah, thanks for everything you're doing on the broadcast and everything, and for the league admins for putting on a good show.
All right, good deal, buddy. Well, you know where we're at next week? Where are we at next week?
I think it's Vegas, if I remember right.
Okay, good deal. All right, then. Well, we're back to the intermediate tracks, so I guess we will see you next week in Vegas.
All right, thanks.
All right, buddy. Have a good one. Hunter go? Where did Hunter go? Oh, there he is. Hunter Kent. Man, I thought I was going to be able to interview you for a win, man. What happened?
If you want to be honest, Jeremy accidentally put the wrong gear in his setup, so his launch speed and corner speed was unbelievable. But he was hitting the chip halfway down the straights.
Oh wow! Well, whatever he did worked though. He definitely was. He definitely. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's got the largest margin of victory that I think the league's had, and at least since I've been broadcasting.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hats off to Jeremy. It was a good race. Yeah. I think that second lap, I overdrove the corner and lost the lead, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I had to refocus back in, and then I hadn't made a mistake, so I was able to get back by him, and I suck at pit stops apparently, so Jeremy beat me out, but he just had so much more corner speed than me, and not really much you can do when he's got that much more corner speed.
Gotta put that in the data bank now for next time.
Ain't no doubt. Hey, this is my first time being able to talk to you too. Last time I finished on the podium, you didn't broadcast it, so I couldn't talk to you.
Exactly. That's what I was saying in the broadcast. I was like, man, this is gonna be special if I get to freaking do a interview for a win for him. So we've been doing this a long time together. So but good job, man.
Yeah, this league's tough, man. I mean, it's hard to, I can qualify up front, but you got to be able to finish and put a whole race together. And, so far over the last season, I wasn't able to put a whole race together. So to be able to, kind of somewhat put a whole race together tonight on here at COTA was pretty fun. And it's always good talking to you, Jim. You know that.
Good deal, man. I was talking about your YouTube channel and stuff during the broadcast. Tell the folks a little bit about that.
I got you. Yeah, if you guys like anything outdoors, Feather Tines Productions, check us out on YouTube. We just like making a bunch of funny and serious content at the same time. So if you're into the outdoor world, go check us out.
Cool. Don't you guys have a lease or whatever, a club that you guys run now? Or do you still do that, or?
Yeah. We still got a club here in Alabama where I live now. You know, we had to get away from the old blue state and of Georgia when it was blue, so we had to move over to Alabama.
All right, we can't keep it political in here, so we got to stay PC on this, man. But we get what you're saying. All right, buddy. Well, I guess next week is Vegas, so another intermediate track. What do you think your chances are next week?
Probably qualify really well. Probably not race very well, but if we can find ourselves in the front and make the right moves and not do anything stupid, we might be able to talk to you again next week. So.
Good deal, man. All right, there you have it. Hunter Kent, second place tonight.
See you, Jim.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
You too, man.
Jeremy Paris. Wow, what a freaking run, dude.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think you have now officially won by the largest margin, at least as long as I've been broadcasting.
I'd say
any race.
That's a good stat to hold.
No lie. I mean that was amazing. And Hunter was tattletaling on you, saying you had the wrong gear, and I'm like, well, obviously he didn't have the wrong gear.
yeah, maybe it was the right gear.
Right.
That's what we found out.
But man, that was an awesome run. I didn't even realize that you were that good of a road racer. And there were some really good road racers in the field.
Yeah, I'm average at best at road racing. I like it. I hate these heavy cars on road courses.
Right.
But I've got to thank Hunter because I wasn't able to get a ton of practice this week. We lost my dad on Sunday, so he helped get me up to speed. Yeah, he helped me get up to speed, and I pretty much owe this win to him.
Right. Well, that's awesome, man. I'm sorry about your dad, man. That's tough losing a parent, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, you definitely took them to school, that's for sure. We rode with you for a couple times, and man, you were never squirrely. You were smooth, and that thing was just stuck to the track like glue, man.
Yeah, it was hooked up. Ended it with a 0x too, so that was
wow,
pretty phenomenal on my part. Just I've never done that in probably any race, but more or less a road course where you get off tracks.
Right. Yeah, it's real easy to get a incident point getting off track. I'll be honest with you, man. I was shocked everybody made it through the first corner. I was crossing my fingers, kind of like, please, everybody get through the first corner.
Yeah, we didn't need a Ross Chastain coming up through there, but I mean these guys are pretty good. So I didn't think we would have that unless it was just somebody mess up really bad. But these guys are good to run with.
No lie. Well, I got Vegas next week, intermediate track. You've ran really well at the intermediate track so far as well too. So is Hunter. So I'm sure you guys will be a force to be reckoned with out there.
Yeah, we keep our nose clean. This 1-2 finish will help out though. We'll put some practice in.
And you always got to be
good for Vegas.
You got to remember the big picture too. You got to get them points. Them points mean everything.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So, all right, buddy. Any shout outs?
No, just thanks to Hunter, Feather Tines, Kent's. I call them Kent's Earthworms, but we'll call it by the real name, Kent's Earthworks. And just Hunter for helping me out there. So.
Awesome, good deal. All right, well there you have it. Tonight's winner, Mr. Jeremy Paris from Circuits of America. Next week we will see you in Vegas.